Okay. Tunnel. Alright, so once we have apples, we're going to go into tunnel. So first things first, the first picture we're taking is Electabuzz. He's going to come around the corner here. What we want to do is we want to throw apples over those electrodes and hit that guy. In the process, we will drift to the right side of the track, which is where we want to be, right? By doing a camera lock forward and then turning around, we're going to hit Electabuzz. So to review, we threw apples, we drifted to the right side, we hit Electabuzz, then we hit him a second time. You have to hit him twice, just twice, not once or 3 times or whatever. Monty Python. 5 times is too much. Just twice. And then if you hit C up and then lock in your camera, you'll be looking forward and locking in your camera. You'll be going your top speed going forward, and then you can look behind you and Electabuzz will be right there, and it's really good points there. Okay. So we're hanging out on the right side of the track here. We like to look away from particle effects because they cause lag. So when you're right there, you want to use C up, and by looking forward, as soon as Electabuzz, or sorry, as soon as Electrode is in your line of sight, you can throw an apple at him. You'll hit him like that, and then without looking to the side, boom, Kakuna is right in front of you. So the way Kakuna works is that anytime an Electrode explodes, the Kakuna will fall down from the ceiling. As long as they aren't already down, they will fall down. So if they're up, hiding away, and someone explodes, they'll come down, which means you can do the one on the left or the one on the right or the one on the back on the right. So there's different options, but this is the easiest setup to get a really good amount of points. In fact, I think this is probably the best point setup you can do. And it's super easy. Just be on the right side while looking exactly forward using your C up buttons. You can hit the Electrode, and then the next one, you hit Kakuna straight ahead. Don't even have to worry about it. Alright, now here, we're going to see Zubat. Zubat's going to come through these doors here. So, Zubat's really hard to get a fully centered picture on. What you can do is you can just look kind of downward, you know? Like, you don't have to look above the horizon. Just kind of look just a little bit above the horizon. And then when you see him, just track him. And then when he gets close, take a picture of him. It doesn't have to be perfect. As long as you get, like, 2 time points, you're going to be fine. So, that one's a tough one, though. So, this room is really laggy. So, since there's not much to do right now, we're going to look up at the ceiling to try and reduce lag. It's a big room and has to load a lot, so that means it's going to slow us down. So, one of the reasons why we want to be on the right side of the track is after Kakuna, we're going to see Magikarp. Magikarp is going to spawn out of this water right here. And then he's going to go back down. As long as you get a centered picture, you'll be okay. It's best if he is facing like a profile shot like this instead of like this, you know? Like if he's like over here, it's okay. But if he's like then it's beautiful because you get like all the size points. So, okay. So after Magikarp, we're going to drift over to the left side of the track. You can check yourself against this wall here. Make sure you're on the far left side. So for beginner strategy, the expert strategy would take a picture here. But for the beginner strategy, we're going to wait one more cycle. Then we're going to get Diglett as a red dot picture. It has to be red dot. Look up and get that Haunter. Then look back forward. You're going to get that Diglett too. And then the next Diglett right here. Boom. Got him. And then we're going to see a Dugtrio right here. And he's going to move on to be 2 right here. We don't get this 2 because they're blocked, so you only get to see 1, but a third one would come up next, but we don't do that. So after those, come up to Magnemites, the magnets. So for this, what you want to do is you want to throw an apple towards the back. If you look on the ceiling, there's sort of like an area where the ceiling meets to like the highest point. Like they're sort of like upward facing things and they meet like a seam up on the top, right? So you want to aim for that area up there. Like you'll see right next to my cursor right there. I'm throwing kind of like a long up, like a long arcing shot, right? up at that area, and then it's going to land closer to the people in the back. So you want that. You want to pull those guys that way, and then you want to pull this guy forward to you. So those guys in the back are going to combine, and the guy in the front is going to come right to you. Take a picture, and then he'll probably move back over there, and then you throw another apple to combine them. And there's two strategies here. You can either throw an apple and take care of Magneton first and then exit. Or if you want to be an expert, you want to try and time it right. If you think you can do it, hit Electrode, get him started, because he'll do like that little time explosion, and then a few seconds later the stage ends. So I'm going to do this right here. Take a picture of Magneton, and then hit Electrode, and he's going to go out. Something that's important to know is that if it takes too long, if you move too far forward through this area, and he's hidden behind that sort of angled rock to the left, then even if he explodes, you won't trigger the cutscene. You have to be a little bit, closer to the start of the stage than the end of the stage. So once you've done that, you'll be good to go. So we are going to go from Electabuzz. We're going to go down to Magikarp, then up to Kakuna. So we actually got a pretty decent Zubat. I didn't think that was going to be good at all, but it actually turned out okay. Oops. Let's see here. We're going to go for this last guy here. Then you get Magneton and Magnemite. Should be everybody. We got Haunter. No, we did not get Haunter. Okay, sorry. The menu is different, so. Okay, we're going to go and exit. Check our points. So Electabuzz should be an easy 36, 38, 37. It's pretty close. You can get an easy 4K, mainly because you have a good size in the 1000 pose, times 2, and then you get an extra same Pokemon points, which is really useful. As long as you get it 2 times, you'll be fine, because if you don't get 2 times, you'll get like 500 to 1,000 points, whereas with 2 times, you can get 3,000 or 4,000 points, which is really good. Magikarp, as long as you're getting 2,000 plus, you're fine. I kind of messed that up. I did it a little too early. If Haunter is facing the camera directly, then you can get an easy 4,000 points. I still got 3,000 points, which is fine. Again, it's not amazing, but you can improve that. You can get 2,500 here on Diglett, and then actually get 3,000. Yep. Okay. As long as you're getting close to about 3,000 on these guys, it'll be good. So I got 35 and 37. So we should be exiting with... We got 55. As long as you're around 50,000 points leaving Tunnel, you should be fine. The more points, the better, obviously, because the next stage after Volcano, we need to get Pesters, and we need to get the Pester Balls. We need 72,500 points. So the more points you have, the better chances you have of getting that really fast. You know what I mean? Because if you have to go into River to make up more points, the longer you take in River, the more time you're losing. It is possible for us to have 72,500 points leaving Volcano, so that whenever we go to River, we just take a quick picture and get out. And that's called the Quick Pester strat. That strat is going to be a big time save if you can get more points. So, yeah. So we're leaving here with 55,960.